scenes to becoming the person in front of the scenes eventually?
I think it's inevitable kasi when you work with the camera naman, I mean, it's either you're in front or at the back. So you just it just depends on what. That sounds so bad. No, but
Will, huh? Will,
no, but
see that Tommy Chonko coming out here right now.
No,
okay.
but I mean with Bogart, my role was to be a director, to be a producer. I mean to work with the team to create content. With the squad, you see me in front of the camera, you see me but I think I could attribute that to Will then. I mean, same with Baninay. Like when I met Will, he was just like, Jacko, you have to vlog. Jacko, you have to be in front of the camera.
Okay.
He birthed us all, I guess, in a way.
He's with me almost every single day, and I film my life almost every single day. So if you're around me, you're gonna be on my camera and stuff. And then he's a fan favorite. Like literally in all the comment sections, it's just like dimples for life. Jacko De Leon, I love Jacko.
Show us the dimples over there. Dimples pa ulit. Ayan.
Love it.
But then how could you tell? I mean, you've been doing this for some time now. I mean, you've really built a strong following. How can you tell if somebody has the potential to become a fan favorite or somebody who can be an online personality? Because it's different. Being a celebrity and being an online personality.
I mean, I just kind of feel the knack for it. I can watch someone and see their personality, and if it's captivating for me, then I can see that translating with the audience, because I mean, people on YouTube, they're just like you and me. I was just a viewer before I started doing everything. So when I met Baninay, there were all these people in PBB and she's the only single person. I was like, you will be a successful vlogger as long as you show your personality, because she's genuine. It just comes down to like genuine, funny, entertaining, whatever it is. You just kind of know if they're gonna click online or not.
And how do you do that one and sustain that type of energy? Because I mean, I do a lot of hosting, and the energy level is there when you host, but when you're done, you kind of just drop. But you guys, you gotta have to sustain as you're doing the videos.
Well, I mean, I think anything in life, as long as you're passionate about something, it really lets you go all out and gives you this energy you thought you never even had. I travel almost every single week now. We have some sleepless nights and whatnot, but as long as you're doing what you love, it gives you a different energy. We're just like so grateful and thankful to be at this point in life, and we just want to keep it going and going.
And it's a persona thing. Then I think like what you have on camera is like 10 times who you are. So it will try, like your personality will show, but then you have to amp it up because it is still entertainment. It is still.
I am on steroids when I'm on my camera. Like like on a casually, I'm still pretty crazy and energetic and everything. But when this camera's on, like
that's it.
Bust it up. Gotta give it all.
And having said that, going to Greg, you seem to have. I mean, if I put both of you guys in the room together, you might explode. You together with Will over here.
Maybe.
When I look at your energy levels, it really seems to be off the charts when I look at you over here.
Oh, thank you very much. I find myself to be very zen, actually.
Really, I see.
Yes.
And for yourself, I mean, I like your background. It's very diverse. You've got professional surfing, and you've got a lot of voice acting at the same time. But doing all that, where did you find time to start doing the vlog? When you decided, let's take another step aside from voice acting. Let me bring my personality onto the online stage.
Well, I think it started off with me traveling around the world, going to Comic-Cons, and I started to realize if I wanted to be connected with my fans, I definitely need to get in touch with them online. And I started to work with social media celebrities like Jake Paul and Logan Paul and Brittany Furlong and different American, social media celebrities, and I started to put myself out there, and I basically I started to work with Super News Live, which is a Facebook channel, and they've got a lot of followers and a big audience, and I do a show every Wednesdays called Talk Serial, where I have different celebrities on the show. We talk about cartoons, and that's where it all started. And now I'm traveling around the world with Pop Life and this fan experience and connecting with the fans right here and all around the world through this phone. That's what's up! Let me all say, that's what's up! That's what's up! That's what's up!
And Greg, that's what's truly amazing that we're connecting via that phone. Can I just ask you, because the whole time I've seen you since yesterday, that phone seems to be surgically attached to your hand.
Yeah.
Taking the whole, like you've never stopped taking while we've been here. How's it like? I mean, you have to be always in character, or always picking up something while you're doing that?
Well, You know, it's a sacrifice, but it's well worth it. Because, you know, to have fans be able to connect with us all around the world, right now, live is a real blessing to bring the energy, the fun, the excitement. So I'll sacrifice my hand to do that any day for you all.
Thanks a lot, Greg.
Yeah.
And of course, we've got Alodia Gosiengfiao over here. Alodia. Now, Alodia, I've had the pleasure and privilege of doing Alodia for many, many years. And the always interesting thing is that she always tries to reinvent herself every time you get to see it. I mean, you see something bigger, better, you become more popular, you keep endorsing, you've got a timeless sort of quality to you. But then, when you started off, YouTube wasn't that popular. There was no Instagram yet. There was no Facebook. So you, as a cosplayer and of course a pop culture personality, how did you make that transition from being that cosplayer to becoming this social media personality by going online?
I actually don't know, but because I'm a very shy person. Like that's why.
In the obvious.
That's why I cosplay. It acts like my mask. So when I'm on stage, I'm really shy. And after a while, like, I got to enjoy what I do. That's why I think anything that has something to do with cosplay or video games, I enjoy. And now that at least it's now out on social media, it's kind of like merging everything together.
I see. I know that you took communication arts, I believe, or something like that one during college.
Information design.
Information
Yes.
design. And I guess you were able to use some of what you had learned as you moved forward in your career as a cosplayer. At least the merge mo na,
Yeah,
diba?
I think so. Because back in college, we were like conceptualizing things, doing things from scratch, and how to market it and how to produce it. So I think it kind of helped with what I do. Yeah.
And how were you able to, what have you seen so far? I mean, there are many cosplayers also right now getting inspiration from you on how you did cosplay. And you've been there since about 2003, since you were 15. You've been doing, and it's you're what, 16, 17 now, di ba?
I wish.
But since 2003, you've been doing cosplay. What have you seen have been the major differences from 2003 to 2017? How has it evolved? And what are the key things that cosplayers should understand now as they're doing cosplay right now this year?
Well, what I noticed since I've been in the community for quite a while, I'm just very happy. Like now we have more support in the community. So thank you to all of you guys for supporting, especially Toycon, because it's like one of the conventions that has pushed our love for toys, for geeks, for anything pop culture, and it has been there for like so many years. So it's just actually the support of the community, which I really love to see.
And how about in terms of when we take a look at the people actually doing cosplay nowadays? Is there a different level of intensity? I mean, scale, design.
Yes, definitely now it's more intense. I'm glad I started like years ago. Because now the competition is tough. I'm just really happy that everyone's becoming more creative. Now we have like lights and robots and like, I think there are mechanics and servos in their costume, which is really cool.
Wow, so it's really leveled up since you started, but at least you're still there at the top of your game.
No, I'm here to support.
Support
Yes.
na ngayon. Now, babalik mo na dito sa side na to, Baninay, Jacko, and Bell over here. What's important for me is, okay, for example, many people over here who enter into, I mean, they're not here just to listen because they're fans, but you know, these people also aspire to hopefully create their own channel, their own unique personality online. How did you find that? Kasi syempre when you start going out, you have to define yourself. You have to look a bit different. How do you start differentiating yourself from all those people there and building an audience? Let's start muna with Baninay over here.
Yung pagiging totoo po, yung being yourself, yes, English lang. Ano po yun, kasi lahat tayo iba-iba. Kung magiging sarili mo ikaw, yung wag ka mag-pretend na ibang tao, yun yung magpapaiba sa'yo eh. Kaya yun, medyo...
Yung authenticity, hindi pa ba? Authenticity. Pero Baninay, syempre ikaw, nung nagsimula ka dito sa pag-YouTube, walang mga editors dyan, di ba? Walang mga nag-aayos ng mga video mo nung ikaw lumalabas sa YouTube. Paano mo ginawa yan to become more professional YouTuber?
Nag-start po ako sa camera ko, sa phone ko lang. And hanggang ngayon dun pa rin. Simple edit lang po kasi yung ginagawa ko. Hindi naman po ako masyadong magaling din mag-edit. Pero sipag lang po. Pinagtutunan ko talaga ng oras tsaka panahon yung pag-vlog. Hindi siya parang... Pwede siya part-time siguro, pero para sa akin, buong puso ko talaga yung nilalaan. Kasi buong puso, best.
And Jax, ikaw naman, you've seen both from when you were doing Bogart and from when you were doing your own, how you build an audience. and how you build. I mean, you have editing skills, you have video editing skills, but then iba naman yung how to build your audience. How did you know where to find yourself or place yourself na may niche ka na maraming manonood sa'yo?
I think ako nag-start ako on television. Tapos ang naging problem ko with TV is kung sino lang yung nanonood sa'yo at that time, yun na yun. With the internet kasi, with online, may chance ka to find your audience and have your audience find you eh. So it's a two-way thing naman eh. So parang you create your content and then kami ang mentality namin is if we like our content, then I'm sure there's thousands of people like me who would like the same content. That's how you find your audience. You try to reach out to these people. Na yun, may mga there are places now where you can target your audience talaga.
I see. Like what, for example?
Like for example, like you know, regardless whether it's YouTube or Facebook, you can target your audience via the content that you make or by technical stuff by putting I'm gonna target 18 to 24 year olds.
Okay, yung mga Facebook posts specific to the demographic.
And there's no excuse not to do anything online kasi you can learn everything online eh. So you can YouTube how to edit a video, you can YouTube how to shoot a video, you can even YouTube how to vlog, diba? So and then for me parang as Baninay said, she said it best na, I mean the most unique person is yourself. So if you're gonna be you, then you're gonna be different automatically. So
and now there's no more excuses not to be able to be a good vlogger or editor because everything you can find online. Instruction a lot online na yan, di ba?
Yeah. So it's really, you just have to take that step. And if you're creating vlogs like si Noel or like if you're gonna do like video content like Bogart, like us, then that's on you. I mean, it's the content you want to share with the world. And what's important is you share content with the world, and that's good.
And Will, let's go to content. I mean, you've got great content. I've seen some of the vlogs. I'm enjoying them a lot. I enjoyed eating the rats. So I eat the rats. Now, when I watch it, how much time do you actually? Because I mean, you spend a lot of time preparing the content. So how much of it is, let's say, for example, live content for you? How much is prepared? In other words, how much is spontaneous, how much is prepared for you when you actually start doing that?
Now it's all spontaneous. It's kind of like, I mean, I daily vlogged for a really long time, so it's kind of like systematic, where like my brain works as a machine, where I think in terms of vlogs.
Okay.
When I joke, I see it in third person, and I see my camera zooming up in my face.
I see.
So I think like a movie. I think like a TV show now. But when I first started, I had to think of my concepts and plan how I was gonna get shots, and then. I mean, once you keep doing something over and over and over again, it just becomes ingrained into you. Now, I was terrified of the camera. I was terrified of I couldn't speak. Like my very first vlogs, I did 3 to 4 times, and I would just delete it and do it again and again and again. And people think that it came so easy to me. It's really hard for people to believe that I was a little shy at one point before, but I think where I found my personality, why I'm able to be unique is putting my life on YouTube, online, and the daily vlog. It's liberated me to not be afraid of my thoughts and everything. And I think the most important thing you can do is you just have to keep going. The hardest part for any YouTuber is to start, because you're afraid of what people are gonna think.
That's right.
And really, to get past that hump, you just have to do it over and over and over again, and then over time you just get used to it.
And I guess people are worried because, like for me, my background is TV. You do it once and that's basically it. But here it's like you screw up, that's okay. You can keep on shooting. Do you take down vlogs when you watch it again? Now you cringe. Go, oh, that's so pangit, diba? Do you do that or no?
Yeah, no. I upload every single thing I shoot, because I mean, the only way to get better is to look at something you've done bad, and then you can only improve from there. That's why for everyone who wants to just start, for everyone who's beginning, the best advice I could give you is just put your content out there, because you can only get better.
Thanks a lot, Will. And going back to Greg. Greg, for yourself over here, I mean, being a voice actor is very vastly different from being an online vlogger and YouTuber at the same time. How did you handle that one over there for yourself? How did you handle that transition? I'm sure it wasn't that easy to start to put your life online.
Transitioning from a voice actor onto an online personality?
Yeah, to a stage where you're online all the time.
Well, I would say it's just about being, I would say, like, revealing and not hiding yourself in any way, and just being the same person in every dimension that you exist in. So I found it actually pretty easy and very fun. I would actually enjoy cameras to be on all the time, 24 hours, 7 days a week in my life. So it's nice to be able to turn the phone on and have an audience
But isn't
to
it
connect with.
What I find a bit difficult, if you don't mind me saying, is that when you're online all the time, you have to have your online personality, and sometimes is it the same as your offline personality?
Well, that's the thing I find in my career, whether it's with Beast Boy or Michelangelo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or Iron Fist from Iron Fist from
Ultimate Spider-Man.
But nonetheless, or even Fast and Furious, the roles that I play are very much similar to who I am. I bring a lot of who I am to my roles. So with social media, I really don't have to change anything at all. So there's no real change in anything.
So it almost feels seamless in a way.
Yeah, and all the roles that I'm a part of, I bring so much of who I am, so I don't have to change. They're just different aspects of my personality.
Well, thanks a lot, Greg.
Yeah.
That was a great insight coming from you. Now, let's go back to Alodia now.